Good morning, welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for July 14th. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. All rise, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need approval of minutes for the meeting on June 23rd, 2021.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Henry,
Yes.
Sock,
Aye.
Okay. Need approval of minutes from the work session on July 7th, 2021.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Sock,
Aye.
Henry.
Yes. Need approval of payment of bills in the amount of $5,579,418.01 for the period ending July 9th, 2021.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry,
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Okay, there were no executive sessions. Any public comment? Okay, we'll start with the Schaefer Law Firm. Mr. Swift.
Morning, John.
Morning. Morning, gentlemen. Thank you again for putting me at the top of the agenda. I appreciate it. I'm here on behalf of the Crawford County Hospital Authority. The Legal Medical Center has approached the hospital authority again this year to facilitate some financing for the hospital to provide for some capital expenditures for this upcoming fiscal year. As the board may recall, the hospital authority is established to assist with tax-exempt financings for hospitals and health-related facilities in the county. The IRS tax code requires that any financing that comes through the authority to be approved by the governing body of the authority, which is this body. So we have a resolution before you to approve the financing. Financing is not to exceed a rate of $9.5 million. It's going to, financing will be through Laurel Capital, which, if the board may recall, Laurel Capital provided some prior financing in prior years for the hospital. Laurel Capital usually doesn't hold that whole financing. They usually have some participating banks that come in to join in on the financing. The exact terms and rate won't be determined until we close. The closing date, however, is anticipated to be end of this month, so we're in a pretty tight time frame. As you will recall, I came to your study session and presented this to you. The Hospital Authority Board subsequently met last Thursday, I think, and unanimously approved the board. At that time, Renee Sante, the CFO of the hospital, came and presented the plans, presented an overall financial picture of the hospital to the board, and also presented plans for this financing. And really broke it down into four main areas that these funds would probably be utilized for. One is in the oncology center to acquire a linear accelerator, which I understand is a key piece of equipment up at the Barco Cancer Center. Secondly, in the dermatology area on North Main Street for some additional treatments for the Mohs process that they have up there. Thirdly, for radiology, both here in Titusville, to acquire some new CT scanners. And lastly, a phone system, computerized or internet phone system for their entire hospital, all their locations, both two main locations in Weedville and Titusville and all the remote locations. So, with that, I could be happy to field any questions. Otherwise, I'd be looking for passage of the resolution. I think it's going to provide some advance.
I'm happy to make that motion. I think obviously this is in keeping with the medical center's mission to providing benefits to the community.
Okay, and I'll second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry,
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, gentlemen.
Thanks, John.
Mr. Harlan, Women's Services.
Well, good morning, Commissioners. Always a pleasure.
Morning, Bruce.
I'm here today to seek approval for the 2022 Stop Violence Against Women Grant Project. This project covers the years 2022 through 2025. It's $375,000 to be spread among three entities: the District Attorney's Office, the Weedville City Police Department, and Women's Services. As you know, this grant supports a coordinated response here in Crawford County to crimes of domestic and sexual violence, stalking, and dating violence.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Sock,
Aye.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bruce.
Crawford County Care Center. 2020.
Good morning.
Morning, Tanya.
I'm requesting to approve the contract with Heartland Hospice Care.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry,
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Domestic relations?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Betty.
Betty Weaver, Port Admin. Domestic Relations is seeking approval to attend the 2021 National Child Support Enforcement Association Leadership Symposium, August 1st through 4th in Austin, Texas. The total cost to the county approximately $736.
So moved.
Second? Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Betty.
Crawford County Treasurer?
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Christine.
I'm here to ask for you to ratify the transfer of the ARPA funds in the amount of $3 million to two CDs. One in the amount of $1 million and one in the amount of $2 million. This is going to be placed at Mercer County State Bank. The rate is 0.3% for a term of 12 months.
So moved.
Second? Any discussion? Roll call?
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
Secondly, I'm here to ask for ratification for the transfer of ARPA funds in the amount of $3 million to two CDs, one in the amount of $1 million and one in the amount of $2 million. Those will be placed at Erie Bank at a rate of 0.34% for a term of 18 months.
So moved.
Second? Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Crawford County Correctional Facility?
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This morning, I want to get the approval for the renewal of maintenance agreements with Mobilcom. This agreement covers all our radios at the facility. The cost of the annual contract is $3,723, and that is a 0% increase over 2020. It's also a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second, probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Secondly, to approve the purchase of 2 new Taser 7 starter kits. As I stated at the work session, this greatly reduces the use of force, and would, when used properly, medical and law enforcement experts have concluded that Taser technology is among the most effective use of force interventions available to halt violent situations. The cost is $4,968. That includes 25 cartridges, 2 tasers, and a target for training. If approved, the lieutenants will be the only ones trained on the taser, and they will be the only ones able to deploy the taser, and requesting purchase with commissary funds.
So moved.
Second? Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
IT? Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Morning.
Morning, Tim.
IT is here to ratify the purchase of 2 additional VMware server hosts from Dell for $32,097.84.
So moved.
Second? Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Second, to ratify the purchase of 2 additional VMware 7 Enterprise Plus processors and upgrade the existing 10 from Enterprise to Enterprise Plus, and support for subscription for Dell vSphere Enterprise Plus for 3 years from Dell for $17,901.38.
So moved.
Second? Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you. And lastly, to ratify the purchase of additional licenses needed for the new server hosts for Windows cores from CDWG for $18,335.68.
So moved.
Second? Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Public safety? Morning, Greg.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Greg.
We're requesting approval to purchase 6 additional batteries for our tower sites for backup power at a cost of $2,305.20. That'll be performed by Mobilcom. That's a budgeted item using our actual funds.
So moved.
Second? Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you. And also requesting to approve our renewal of the license for Critical Software at a cost of $1,495. Act 12 funds again, no additional expense.
So moved.
Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you. To renew our go-to assist software subscription at a cost of $660. Again, budgeted for Act 12.
So moved.
Second? Probably with second, any discussion? Roll call?
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
finally, we're requesting your approval to enroll 4 employees in a communications training officer online program at a total cost of $1,856, and that's budgeted in actual funds again.
So moved.
Second? And probably move in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thanks, Greg.
Crawford County Maintenance?
Good morning.
Morning. I'm asking to approve the purchase of a Grasshopper 900D zero-turn mower from Green Hill Farms for $17,866.15.
So moved.
Second? Been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Asking approval to pay the invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the new print room, in the amount of $498.69.
So moved.
Second? It's been properly moved in second, any discussion?
I would just say, looks very nice.
Not nice.
Crew did a nice job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that if people get a chance to look at the progress we're making with the room, I think it's good to see a little bit of paint.
Yep.
Well, it looks good, so. Okay, any other discussion? Roll call?
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking approval to pay the invoices for courthouse remodeling project in the planning office in the amount of $31.60 for fine print.
So moved.
Second? Probably with a second, any discussion? The word new is going to be removed after that, right?
Yeah, that's it. We're done with that.
Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Asking to ratify to pay Bush Plumbing and Heating to clean the backflow preventer at the fairgrounds for $560.
So moved.
Second? It's been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Asking to ratify the purchase of 2A gravel from Hillside Gravel for the roads at the fairgrounds for $1,715.
So moved.
Second? Been properly moved in second, any discussion? A huge difference between gate 2 and 3, correct? It's
Yes.
Totally different, so. Any other discussion? Roll call?
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Crawford County Planning?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Zach.
Morning, Zach.
First item this morning, we're seeking to ratify an executed agreement for an enterprise license with Esri.
So moved.
Second? Been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Next, we're seeking to ratify 2 invoice payments to Combine Construction Inc. through the 2015 TAP grant for Conneaut Lakes downtown revitalization.
So moved.
Second? It's been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Next, we're asking for approval to pay a small business assistance grant for Hairpie Salon 101 in the amount of $7,644.41. This is paid for through the City of Titusville's Community Development Block Grant Program.
So moved.
Second? It's been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, we're asking approval to develop a subrecipient agreement in the form of a letter of understanding between the Crawford County and the Meadville Medical Center for $50,000 to cover the cost of a rapid testing machine. This is paid for through the county's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second? Been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Next, we're asking for approval of cooperation agreement between Crawford County, Venango County, and the Oil Regional Alliance to join for a joint management of the Oil Creek watershed.
So moved.
Second? Been properly moved in second, any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Next item, we're asking to ratify authorization to release a forest timbering performance bond in the amount of $2,214.09 to Scott Pettit for completing the county forest timbering project.
So moved.
Second? It's been properly moved in second, any discussion?
I would just like to thank Thomas from your office for all the work that he put into it, getting this job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the last discussion we had with people was actually going nicely back to as far as the aesthetics of it goes. So.
And Scott Pettit did a nice job.
Yeah, we had a great worker on the job, so.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
The last item this morning is to seek approval of a resolution appointing the following individuals to a broadband technical advisory committee and for a term of 1 year starting July 1st, 2022, or for a 1 year ending July 1st, 2022. Those individuals are Robert Snyder, Caleb Billigan, Jared Sperry, Ron Maddox, Greg Beveridge, and Tim Brown. As I said at the work session, this is the first group of individuals. There'll be a second group of individuals being recommended next meeting.
So moved.
Second. Probably move a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Human Services. Morning, Gail.
Morning, Gail.
First item this morning is line item budget adjustments for CYS and JPO. As discussed at the work session, there's no change in the overall budget.
So moved.
Second. Then probably move a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Second is a CYS line item budget adjustment, increasing the capital office equipment by $995 and decreasing placement administration by $995 because of the cost of Microsoft licensing.
So moved.
Second. Then probably move a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
Approval of the 21-22 infant, toddlers, and family Medicaid waiver operating agreement between the Department of Public Welfare, Office of Child Development and Early Learning, and the county early intervention programs for the implementation of the infant, toddlers, and families Medicaid waiver. The agreement will be effective 7/1 of '21 and will remain in effect until amended or terminated because of a change in law or suspended by another agreement.
So moved.
Second. So probably move a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Payment to CYS from the Systems of Care grant funds for non-CYS client participation in the Hi-Fi Wrap Around program. The amount of the transfer is $28,016.57 from Systems of Care, and this is a reduction of $1,400.83 to the county share of that program.
So moved.
Second. It's been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Next is a payment to American Program Bureau Incorporated for the keynote speaker for the 8th Annual Trauma Informed and Resilience Community Conference. This cost includes travel, lodging, meals, and presentation. The total cost is $5,500, all paid from Systems of Care grant funds.
So moved.
Second. It's been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
Ratification of a purchase requisition to Apple Automotive for the purchase of a 2021 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, including delivery, cost to the county, $1,269.75.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Ratification of a purchase requisition to Gab Bonesso. She's the afternoon keynote speaker at the 8th Annual Trauma Conference, and the total cost is $2,000, all paid with Systems of Care grant funds.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Purchase requisition to Horizon Information Systems for the purchase of custom software and program development and support. This software system will be used for the mental health program and physical tracking and billing. Total cost is $24,935 with a cost to the county of $1,331.25.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
Ratification of a purchase requisition to McCandless Ford for the purchase of a 2021 Ford Inspector Utility all-wheel drive and a Ford Transit 150 passenger van. Cost to the county $3,599.90.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Ratification of a purchase requisition to Regional Behavioral Consultants for startup costs associated with office relocation. Cost to the county $755.37.
So moved.
Second. It's been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Soft.
Aye.
Purchase requisition to Streamline Verify for OIG compliant software for annual licensing fee. Cost to the county is $104.97.
So moved.
Second. It's been probably moved a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Soft.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
2021 CYS JPO contract amendment with Family Services of Northwest PA for the delivery of multi-systemic therapy. The amendment is increasing the contract maximum by $5,657. The This is an additional cost of $282.85 to the county, and this is for additional winter service.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
2021 Mental Health ID Contract Amendment with Crawford County Mental Health Awareness Program. The contract addendum is reducing the cost of mobile site rehab by $29,445 and moving these funds to a separate line item for the purchase of a vehicle for their programming, zero cost change in the total budget.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
2021 Professional Contract Amendment with Jewel Kish for the delivery of SAP services. This amendment is due to a change in the original service delivery due to COVID. This would be an increase of $64.26 to the contract.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
21-22 Contract with Women's Services for 20 hours a week of family lead services for the systems of care. This contract will run from 8/1 to 9/30 of 21 when the SOC contract year ends. Cost is $3,600, all paid with SOC funds.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Next is a 21-22 contract with Women's Services, again for 20 hours a week of family lead services for systems of care. And this contract will run from October 1st of 21 to 9/30 of 22 when the SOC contract ends. Cost is $29,028, all paid with systems of care funds.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
21-22 CYS contract amendment with Crawford County Drug and Alcohol Executive Commission. The amendment is adding the following sentence to the contract rate sheet. The county will reimburse the service provider for any co-pays incurred the client is unable to pay. All other services and rates remain unchanged.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
21-22 professional contract with Joe Barnhart for systems of care project director duties. This is the same service delivered at the same rates as last year.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
21-22 CYS JPO contract with Edmund L. Thomas Adolescent Center for Detention Center Services. Same service delivered at the same rates as last year.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
21-22 professional contract with Eric Nicolaisen for constable services. Same services delivered at the same rates as last year.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
And the last item is the creation of a temporary transportation dispatch for DM position to perform the scheduling duties associated with the HS Transportation Department until a permanent replacement can be hired.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Just Nicolay did a great job. I can't say how organized the vehicle fleet was there, and glad he's found a different step in his life, but I just want to say thank you to him for all he does.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dale.
Finance?
Good morning.
Stephanie?
I am seeking approval of invoices totaling $47,189. These were detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
And I am seeking ratification for invoices totaling $698,485.06. This was again detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Sock.
Aye.
Henry.
Yes.
And finally, I'm seeking to ratify the service agreement with Maximus for our cost allocation.
So moved.
Second. Been probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Quick, I think Gina's gonna handle that.
Yes, I'm requesting approval of the extension of the lease for the New York Post document forward.
for the period of July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2023, at the existing charge of $138.37 per month.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Under Commissioners, we have a couple appointments to the Northwest PA Job Connect Board. I'll make the motion to approve the appointment of Heather Moles, HR Manager at Meadville Medical Center, to serve as a board member effective July 7th, 2021 through June 30th, 2024.
Just a question, we're ratifying this.
Correct, we are ratifying.
Okay, I'll make a motion to ratify.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Sock,
Aye.
Henry.
Yes. And the second appointment is also a ratification for the appointment of Laura King, HR Director of Channellock, to serve as a board member, effective date July 7th, 2021 through June 30th, 2024.
So moved.
I'll second.
Did you make the motion?
Maybe I forgot to say it.
Good one.
Is probably with the second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye. It's been a very moving meeting.
It has been. It's new hires and transfers in our packet.
We'll make a motion to approve the request of new hires and employee transfers as detailed in the packet.
And I will second. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Sock.
Aye.
Okay. Just for updates, the next meetings will be July 21st at the work session and July 28th at full session. Commissioner comments, Commissioner Stock.
Actually have nothing for today. Thank you.
I guess I won't have anything either.
You can.
Okay, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
We are adjourned. Thank you.